did you get a cat?
It ran across the street, so I went and picked it up. I'm gonna ask if we could keep it.
I'm just driving home and I see this gray thing just book it across my car. And there's a few cars going at the same time and he managed to go right in front, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I just run over a rat? Because he was so small at the time. He was only 7 weeks. So I pulled over, cars are flying by me, and I walk back and I see this little gray kitten. I was like, oh my gosh. And I had just been watching videos on TikTok about the cat distribution and the kitten distribution system. And I was like, oh, it'd be so cool if I happen to find a cat. But that was like weeks before. And then I end up finding one. I bent down and he was hissing at me. And I was like, okay, like, buddy, you gotta be nice to me. I could take you home, or you could hiss at me and I'll just leave. Like, cause I can't do cats. I'm not really a cat person. I'm more of a dog person. I found a little stick on the ground and I start messing around with him with the stick, and he's trying to get it with his little paws. And then eventually I just put my hands out kind of like this, and he walked right into my hands, and I was like, okay, like this is meant to be. So I walked back to my car with him and he's meowing, and on the whole drive home, he's just laying on my shoulder, just meowing at me and meowing at me. We made a little VIP suite, I called it. It was a shower, and I put his bed and some mats down and some food for him. Every time I walked in there and if I was a little too quick, he would hiss and get scared. But other than that, he would sniff my hand and then he'd be fine for the rest of the day. After about 5 days or so, he kind of realized, okay, like she's good, she's okay. I don't need to hiss at her, I'm fine. He's really playful and he listens so good. Cats kind of have this trait, I guess, of being lazy, and all they do is sleep all day. And I was like, no, I don't want a boring cat. Like, I'm not a cat person, so I want to change people's perspective on cats, that this cat could be really cool, and I'm gonna take him outside and I'm gonna take him on walks and do all of that stuff. We're kind of raising him with my dog Nugget, and she's a little Chihuahua, and she's got the best personality ever. She's so lively. I think he kind of learns from her how good she listens and how, okay, Nugget, come here, go outside, do all this. And he watches her. It's cool to see him actually see how she does things and kind of do it himself. He's a really good listener. I'll call him up to bed and all I have to say is, Milo, come to bed. And he runs and books it upstairs, and he comes and he jumps on the bed. He's just a really playful, energetic cat.